As legend has it, Canada used to be covered in 1,000-year-old ripe pines that would tower upwards to the heavens. Their tall, strong, and straight trunks would lead to their demise as the British sought them out to use as masts for their navy ships. Alongside the white pines were the slightly smaller red pines that would later be cut down to be used as hydro poles. Was it really true that we cut all these majestic trees down? Here before you is one man's crest to see the last remaining old-growth red and white pines in the world. Before they're gone. The blueberry bush that I managed to sleep in last night. There's your day 4 view. And today's looking beautiful. I have high hopes that today's gonna be better. My ankle's gonna persevere and make it through it. That's what our campsite looks like. Just coming into the portage off Stiles Lake into James Lake. And it's greasy, guys. Very shallow. This actually turned out better than I expected, you know, stepping on a wet log with a sprained ankle and trying to shimmy my canoe across. It was rather difficult, but I did it. I was able to get the canoe through with some interesting lining procedures and pulling it through the muck. And next was trying to get the pack, which was a little more difficult and painful. Oh. Over what I said on the previous video, and our day. The sight I had last night was this. Very well. Had a good view of the night sky, saw a couple meteors. It really was spectacular. I had just gone too far without any food. I'll lose it. That's just how it is out here in Temagami, or anywhere I go actually. James Lake. Over there, it's a campsite on James Lake. I was gonna have breakfast there, but I'd like to get past this 1170 meter portage ahead of me. Then I can think about breakfast. I'll have snacks along the trail. Should keep me going. That's the pudding spot. Off of James Bay into Virginia Lake. Made it to Virginia Lake. That was a long portage. I still gotta get the canoe. The canoe's about halfway. Creek. Looks like you got this somewhat nasty section to get out into the actual lake. Good thing I have my happy face on today. Just slogging this portage, which I'm not done. At least there's a reward at the near the end of this portage, where the two portages meet. This section towards the end of the portage is absolutely nuts. Just keeps going. Oh, at least there's a big great white pine there. Oh, it's a slog getting out of onto Virginia Lake here. And here's the landing, beautiful landing spot here at Virginia Lake on our way to Thunderhead Lake. I put in at Thunderhead Lake. Not bad, this one actually looks like it might be manageable. Just gotta deal with the wind. Here is Thunderhead Lake. Quite a bit of wind out here on Thunderhead. I did want to try to make it into Lake Temagami today, but I'm thinking with how tired, angry, grouchy I've been all day, and how sore my foot, back, and shoulders are, I should stop while I'm ahead. That looks like a campsite. It is a campsite, I see the orange. It's big. Big rock face, giant fire pit. Swelling has gone down a bit on this foot, but looks really bad compared to that foot. So one thing I haven't really pointed out, and I haven't done a lot of talking about trees. So this site here has a lot of jack pines, which I'm not used to seeing. See all these funny looking kind of sparse shapes? You see where my hammock is. Now I didn't like putting my hammock here, but I couldn't find better trees. I'd rather not be on a jack pine. But you notice the scaly bark. So I'm doing my best not to damage it by putting my hammock up there. Couldn't find any other suitable spot that was not jack pines. And you'll notice the one I did use is dead. And that seems to be the biggest one on the site. I haven't really seen too many big ones. And I know I didn't get to go walking in that old growth forest that Alex was talking about. He said the trees are maybe 200 years old, but they're really short. So they're old, but they're short. So I've been seeing enough old big trees. That's what I really like to see. They're everywhere here. You stop taking photos and pictures. Stop taking photos and videos of it because there's just so many. It gets redundant. Giant cedars, biggest red pines I've ever seen, a white pine. It's just ridiculous. And they're everywhere. You just walk in the portage and there's another one, there's another one. You just don't care anymore. So, that's me on my trees, man. You know how much I love them. This is what I wish every forest looked like. Giant old growth trees. I know it's not possible with our needs for timber, but I wish there were a few more of them, especially in southern Ontario. There will be in maybe 100, 150 years, but I might be dead by then. Here's hoping. Another thing of interest at this site is how the crickets use the rocks of the fire pit to amplify their cricketing. Trying some fishing, trolling right now, using the little Clio spoons as recommended from backcountry fishing. So the highlight of today was making it through that portage and basically getting a nice sight for the night. Also the nice dip, that was also a good highlight. Honestly, I was pretty beat. I needed a little easier day, even though that was a really tough portage.